Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is 3030 Wholesale Journey, and I am Jasmine. I am excited to just share my ups, downs, wins, lessons learned. I don't like to say failures because this is a learning season in this industry with wholesaling. So, week 5, let's dive into it. All right, so week 5 was a week, okay? I would honestly say such a jam-packed week of just pivoting, getting information, learning, trying to figure out what is the best route for me to take when it comes to investing in the business. This week was really good. Nonetheless, we made it through by the grace of God. I'm just so excited. Day 1 of week 5, I was able to have a mentorship session, which is really great. I found a community where we have an experienced wholesaler, and she's really pouring into us and just sharing insight and just knowledge and things to do in order to just take it step by step in building this business. So was able to get a lot of information, even homework from her to do throughout the week to really get the week started and going. My homework that I received to do was to really qualify my virtual market. How many wholesale deals have been going on? How is the population? Is it growing? How many cash buyers are really even in the area investing in this market? It's really important to be in connection with people who have access to stats and information that is going on within real estate, wholesale, with land, with properties, with foreclosures and homes and things like that. Days on the market. How long does it take for homes in your market to really sell? With the DOM, the days on the market, you want to stay in the range of 2 months. You don't want to have any market that you're really focusing on that is a little bit over 60 days staying on the market, because that may be indicating that people just don't want to buy. The next thing, looking into auto dialing. This industry is all about opening your mouth, making phone calls, talking to people, and making connections. As wholesalers, we are looking for people who are in situations that they just need to be relieved from. Point blank, period. Our market as wholesalers is to find people who are in financial distress, who have homes that are just out of their reach, they're out of town, they don't want to manage it, and they're looking for a release from the property. So with that being said, we got to make a lot of phone calls to really find these people. So I was taking the time this week to really find what auto dialing software do I need to start out with, and finding one that is marketing budget friendly for myself. I'm not going to try to commit to anything that I cannot stay with for a long time. See for yourself in your marketing budget, can I maintain this for the next 6 months? Because you have to think long term and not just, oh, let me just get through the month. Because if you say, oh, well, let me just pay X amount of dollars for 1 month, and then that's already setting yourself up for failure, because after that month, you're kind of like, oh, well, you're kind of making the decision over and over again. What helps me is knowing that, okay, if I set this marketing budget up, I invest in this software that will last me for 6 months to a year, I know I won't have to worry about it. I'll just pay for it up front, and I'm going to make do what I can do with the software that I have. You may come across a few that is very advanced, where you're maybe getting phone calls answered every 5 seconds. Be honest with yourself. Do you think that you're ready for that? Or do you need something that's a little bit slower? You can take your time. You're still auto dialing, but it may not be as fast. I'm still developing the skills and the confidence on the phone, creating scripts for myself, having that in front of me. Do not be ashamed to have a script in front of you. Please have it if you can. Come up with one. Google one, ChatGPT one, do what you need to do to just have something in front of you, and it'll become natural to you over time. The next thing that I did was create an agent's list. Creating an agent's list will help you to build connections and your presence within this industry. You got to let people know that you are out here as a real estate wholesaler, investor, looking to partner up and build mutual beneficial relationships that'll not just benefit you and the real estate agent, but their clients, families that they may come across and need the help that we can offer. Go on Zillow, and in the market that I'm in, search listings by agents and make a list. See those who are open to actually building new partnerships and that we can help each other. I can help you. You can help me. Let's all win in this business. Another main thing that I did this week, you guys, which I feel like it was a little past due, but I got it done. I did a lot of goal setting this week. By the end of this year, I need to make X amount of dollars so I know my number that I need to accomplish and that I'm going to hit by the end of this year. How many calls do I need to make a week? How many calls do I need to make a month? These are numbers that you really, really want to know and have in front of you so that you know that you're staying productive. If you make 100 calls a day, you know that you will potentially be making 400 to 500 calls a week or more. When you stay consistent and stay in the game of discipline, then you know over time you have to see results. So having these goals in front of me, I knew I was like, I gotta stay committed. I'm just keep going. But I now have my numbers. What is my number that I need to make profit? What is my number that I need to make calls daily? What do I need to make monthly? Having those numbers was what I was able to really just write down on paper. And also, you guys, how many hours? How many hours am I dedicating each and every day to this business? And not to overly have an extravagant goal to say I'm going to dedicate 12 hours a day. Like, come on, like, be real. You want to take the steps that you can withstand for a long period of time. And I was also able to write out my business plan. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's you know, sometimes you just think to yourself, and you're like, man, what are you doing? And this year, I'm being very intentional. I have to make sure that I'm taking this serious. And if you are a business owner, why don't you have a business plan, Jasmine? You know? So I got that typed up. I got it printed out and I have it in my book now. Last but not least, you guys, I ended out the week with a powerful phone zone making calls day. As I'm connecting and making phone calls with a lot of the agents in the area of my market, I came across a lot of cash buyers and investors. And I also even came across people who were saying, man, I'm just so glad you called me because I was actually looking for new partnerships. So don't be afraid. Make the first phone call, and then after that, you'll be at 100 calls before you know it. These are people that I can potentially reach out to when I find my really good deals. I can give them the inside scoop. When you find a deal, you want that deal to be exclusive. People want to feel that, okay, I got this exclusive deal. Not people know about this. I can jump on it really quick and make an X amount of dollars in profit. You want to stay in that type of flow with your business. You don't want to be just, the more you got your deal out there and it's floating, the less value it is. And it's just going to go, and it may not close. If you come across people that say, yeah, I'm looking to, buy deals and X, Y, and Z, do your research and see how many properties they own. You can do that on public records, online, and figure that out for free. So definitely just qualify your buyers who say they are investors. You always want to do that. Other than that, you guys, that was my jam-packed week for week 5. I'm super excited. Keep up the hard work, stay committed, and stay disciplined. You got this, because you know what? God is always on our side, so we cannot fail, but we got to do the work. So until next time, you guys, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.